Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. This is a very important video. It could save you a lot of money if you have a old car at around 300,000 miles like this Hyundai Elantra here. Okay, and if you're in my situation where you spent a lot of money changing the tires and water pump and a whole bunch of odds and ends, you really don't feel like junking it. It was giving me the oil pressure sensor, the red light for oil pressure, so I knew I shouldn't drive it. But it was doing it intermittently, like it would do it and then I would let it sit and then it would go away and it would come back. So I thought either it's a borderline oil pump or the sump tube that sucks the oil out from the oil pan. It's probably clogged. And that is indeed what happened. I bought the oil pump just in case, and this is what it looks like. And if I was able to get the oil pan off, I was going to install it, but I couldn't get the oil pan out, even though I jacked up the car. I don't have a cherry puller to lift the engine out, but I jacked it up. I took out as you can see, there's a mount here, there's an engine mount here, and there's two in the front. There's two more, one back here and one over there. I took the screws out and I put the jacks here. Okay, and as you can see, there's the other engine mount. And for the life of me, no matter what I did, I could not get this freaking pan out. And as you can see, this is where the oil pump's attached to where the oil filter goes in right there. That's the oil filter screw. You screw it on there, and the oil filter and the oil pump is that thingamajig there. But I really don't know how to do it without. Maybe there is a way I can do it without removing the pan. The pan is stuck between. There's not enough room between the frame and the transmission back here. So I just can't get the pan. But I was able to take the sump tube out. That's where it fits. Those are the holes where the screws come in, and it was totally clogged. The thing was totally clogged. I knew that was a problem. I might not need to. I'm going to try it by just cleaning out the that tube, the sump tube. And hopefully that'll solve the issue, and I can keep driving on. I wish I knew about this. I had a Camry, a 2002 Camry, was giving me the same thing, and I junked it because I thought I'd have to change it. And my mechanics, who I trust, who does a really good job, he said the same thing. He said, if you want to do it, it's change oil pumps. You have to take the engine out and do all sorts of stuff, and it costs out. It's cheaper to just get a new engine. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to deal with it. But if I knew about this clogged sump tube that goes into the oil pan, hey, any car that runs, even a 2002 Camry, minimum $2,000. These days, any car that is getting you from point A to point B without any issues, a minimum $2,000, and I junked it for $700. So, but I'm just telling you guys, if this happens to you, the part that you need, even if you wanted to, because it's not the oil pump doesn't cost that much. It's just a very awkward way. There's no easy way to get it in there. But if you take out this is the sump tube. I don't want to get my hands dirty. Let me just, and what happened was, this is where the oil comes in. Okay, as you can see, I cleaned it out with some brake cleaner, but they're still clogged, as you can see. And I'm just gonna, use a blower, air gun blower, and I have another solution, a really good cleaner that I can soak overnight and and I'll blow I'll run water through it, whatever. I believe I can get it clean. But what this tells me also is that if there's a way I can get into the oil pan the way it is, I mean, it's kind of awkward, but if I can clean out any grit and grime back there, I can somehow get in there. Okay, if I could somehow get in there, get a rag in there or a vacuum or something, just clean out the oil pan without having to take it out. And I'm very confident that when I clean that sump tube, the oil sump tube, and put everything back together and fill it with oil, I think it's going to work. It won't have the oil pressure problem. I could probably get get some more miles out of this car. Okay, so I hope if you have an oil, just if you have a very old car, has a lot of miles, it's giving the oil pressure light, you might not have to change the oil pump. It could be just a clogged tube, uh, the sump tube that goes into the oil pan, and you'll save tons of money. And you can do this yourself. You don't need. I have 2 jacks, some wood, and I was able to get the engine off the mounts and able to pull the oil pan. I wasn't able to remove the oil pan, which was the idea, but I was able to take that tube out, and I saw it was totally clogged, and I knew, hey, that's the problem. Okay, hopefully this benefits you all. If you like, please subscribe or like the video. Thank you very much.